Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter World Iceborne Community Edition, where today we have another subspecies to tackle, and this one is going to be... It's taking an already hyper monster and making it basically rabid. We are going after ebony Odogaron today, which is an Odogaron that I almost want to say is infected with the dragon element, because as I'm kind of thinking into, like, the monster hunter, like, the monsters and how their behaviors are, dragon element is one that's not really used by a lot of monsters, and seems to be one of the ones that can cause, like, a lot of adverse behavior in some, too. Like, Base Devil Joe does have dragon element to itself, but it's only, like, for one attack, which is the Dragon Breath out. But Savage Devil Joe has the dragon element almost, like, in excess to itself, and that seems to be something that drives it both severely aggressive for hunger and almost like trying to use up and get all the dragon element out it possibly can. Ebony is another one where it's like an Odogaron that seems to have gone rabid and has dragon element that it uses for itself too, so I'm not sure if that's like the dragon element is something where it can kind of like consume a monster, almost like a fuel source for itself, or it's just like the natural thing is that it hyper accelerates the monster and basically drives them crazy. But yeah, we'll head off for ebony Odogaron. We'll show off why it's like so much more frantic than usual Odogaron are. And then that'll be this week's videos done, or this week's Monster Hunter ICE done. There's probably, I think, one more subspecies tackle after these. Then I think that might lead into a Velkhana hunt, and then we're towards the tail end of base Iceborne's story. Again, I don't know if I will be going into, like, the guiding lands or the end game of Iceborne with the ICE for series. I just want to go back to the story mode once with ICE, because when I first did the story mode through the channel and of Iceborne, I was trying to figure out, like, the best recording settings and the best upload settings and render settings for the videos to kind of maximize and optimize, like, how much time they would take to do. But in doing so, the visual quality suffered heavily, I think. So with these new videos I've done, I feel like the visual quality is good and proper for what it's supposed to be. I could be mistaken about the previous videos, and it might have been the video codec that YouTube has assigned to them that has really dropped them, but I feel like I've done, like, a nice retread and go back to Iceborne.
I'm keeping a record of the monsters being affected by that song.
Okay, we'll hop down here. You know what? That line right there, that makes me think of something. I know when it comes to, like, the actual, as the story beats will go on, there's one kind of image that always has had a little bit of, like, it doesn't make the most sense and feels a little weird, too, when we come to it. But that line there about, like, keeping track of the record, or keeping a record of the monsters we encounter affected by the song, makes me think the order that the image that kind of makes no sense, maybe it's, like, unraveled with that. It's like, basically, how it is things get marked, everything all gets marked down at once. It looks like there's no rhyme or reason to what we see. But now I'm wondering if maybe the reason why it doesn't make much sense is because it's never been explained that all the marks that will be on the map are actually tied to where you've encountered each of these, like, assigned monster hunts. But yeah, it should be just up here, and then we'll show off why this Odogaron... Okay, get that prep, because we're going to want it. This is basically to show you how drastically different the two are. So there's a regular Odogaron. Actually looks like a pretty fair-sized one, too. And there's an ebony one. So already you can see like the dragon element, which is the dark clouds and red lightning around its mouth. I think even the eye. Yeah, it didn't even want to go for it for food. It just basically either in territory or rival and just remove. And now it's our turn. Yeah, where regular Odogaron is kind of linear with its attacks. Ebony, I would probably say, is a bit more like sidestepping when it comes to them. Like, it'll use more curves and turns to get from point A to point B. Alright, truth be told, I'm thinking Vitality Mantle on. Oh! Dragon... I didn't even realize that Dragonblight also cancels out your status. Like poison, paralysis, those get negated too. And there's already the Vitality Mantle gone. But just like regular Odogaron, it's a very combo heavy. Oh, come on. Very combo heavy monster. So you really gotta watch and see what your openings are before engaging too heavily. Oh, crap. There goes Blastblight again. Yeah, I'm trying to keep to medium range, just because I feel like in short range, we're just right into the strong suit for Ebony. I mean, truth be told, that is kind of the case for regular Odogaron as well. I almost feel like for fighting Ebony, it's better to like work at going either straight forward or straight back than like letting yourself be circled around by it. Nope. Okay, good news is we got the Wedge Beetle to help us up. Yeah, so he's got... Oh! Yeah, Ebony's carrying a little bit of food with him. It's something regular Odogaron does as well. Oh, and there is a turf war. Now let's quickly snag the materials. Oh no, get back here, Ebony. Anyway, so just got engaged with the turf war and then decided to nope out. Ooh. Okay, that's the first opening I think I've gotten to be able to actually get a bit of tenderizing in. Yeah, so thankfully he got stuck into the puff cloud there. Nope. Dodged right into that. Yeah, let me try to find where is... Oh, that's what I'm looking for over here. Now, I don't actually know if the dragon pods would do anything to Ebony. Or not. It's like, he is a dragon element monster, but it's not like it's, got anything I think could, like, be elder sealed. Because, to use dragonblight and dragon status weapons, in base world, there's, Elder Seal, which basically what that is like certain monsters like Kushala Daora and Teostra have special like build-ups they get of, one is a wind aura, the other is like a, I'm trying to think what Teostra should be. I guess it's like a heat aura. And Elder Seal will basically shut that down for a little bit of time to give you some opening to not worry about it. I think we just get Dragon Pods from Ebony just because of, again, the element he's flinging around everywhere. Okay, so much for the Puff Pod helping us there. I can't... Okay, Dragon Piercer is just going to get me killed if I use that here. Takes way too long to wind up against a monster that is way too dynamic for it. Oh, well, here's an opening at least. Or was an opening. Okay, where are you going off to? Oh, grabbing his snack and running. Yeah, we'll just get that, because I don't know if we'll be back in this area to use it. But the free heals are always helpful. Yeah, again, I said I shouldn't do that, and I went and did that. Oh. We might have a second turf war here. Because, yeah, Ebony is just basically yeah, it is a turf war. Completely rabid. I think that was a good one between both of them. Yeah, and I'm trying... It feels a little weird Ebony keeps grabbing that little bit of meat and taking it everywhere with it. But, I mean, it is keeping it at least distracted for us. Oh, and that was a nice, Okay, so we only broke the tail, like, wounded it. It still can come off. Truth be told, though, I don't see that happening with how crazy Ebony is. Unless I can get him, like... really low on stamina and to stay still, that tail's probably going to stay on for the entire hunt. See if maybe I can... Oh! Okay, it's not going to let me get the tail, but I might be able to use this to build up some stun on it. Just get enough of these going through the air, and maybe they'll add up on them. Oh, I think they actually did. Okay, let's see. Get a nice shot down. Now we're getting some decent shots to go down the full body. Oh, but again, he uses the tail so much for his attacks. It's hard to get him to a point where he's just low on stamina and we can do something. Okay, I'll take the piercing pod instead. I might be able to have a little bit more use out of that. But yeah, for this entire hunt so far, he's never run low on his stamina yet. Just goes to show how much energy this rabid dog has. Although... ah, crap. I was hoping to get... that backfired on me royally. Runa? Oh my god, I hate that cat. I so hate that cat. Like, I was stuck in that for so long. And no help at all from the stupid cat. Oh, and because of the roar locks with the other monsters in the area, it can get frustrating when you just want to fight the one and focus your efforts on that, but you've got interference. Oh. I'll take the collision between the two of them, sure. Oh, that was really nice. Okay, that was a really nice Dragon Piercer down the tail, but I don't know if that'll... be enough. Okay, yeah, he's taking the meat and trying to make a run for it. Ah. We may be able to get the tail off still. Like, that is going to be him low on stamina, so he's probably going to... Well, low on stamina and health, so he's going to be going to sleep. So if we can follow him, we should be able to find him dozing off, and I can try to get one more Dragon Piercer down that tail. So where are you, Ebony? Okay. Uh-oh, I think we interrupted nap time. Oh, again, just because of... Yeah, I gotta stop trying the Dragon Piercer. Like, it might be better off just trying to work with, more Clutch Claw attacks at the tail, since I do know they can get that off. No idea where I went there. Now, again, I'm trying to get greedy for that tail and it's getting me into stupid situations. Oh, I didn't even think he was going after me. I thought he was going after Runa there, but... No. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Okay. Maybe I'll give it a moment to see what Ebony does. Like, it's going to be pretty low on health now, so it's probably going to be trying to go to sleep and recuperate. So maybe that'll be my best opening to try for one more good Dragon Piercer down the tail. Yeah, there he is, sleeping. Doesn't look like it's asleep with the blazing red eyes open there. There we go. Oh, darn it. Yeah, so that is probably the crippling weakness of this build, is once you've got the blast, or dragonblighted, you can't really use your best abilities or get the highest output of damage anymore. Oh. But that last little bit was all it took.
Successfully hunted.
Odogaron. Okay, we got a shard from him. We'll carve it up. But yeah, it is one lunatic monster to start if you're not kind of ready for it. But we'll head back to Astera. That's that wrapped up. We'll see what the next little, probably lead into the next story bits are. And we should be in a pretty good spot for things. What the? Is that like an invulnerable Vespoid? It's like, that was a lot more attacks than it should have taken, and we still didn't even destroy that Vespoid. So looks like I got him just like in the inner thigh, or at his inner rear knee there. A few things, nothing too outstanding. Dragon Jewel Plus. Oh, that's right. Since I'm using a bow, I actually could make a dragon build for the bow. I kind of forgot that that's an option with the, not using the bow guns anymore. Or, well, I shouldn't say anymore, but not for this series. Well, let's see what we have to report back into. Yeah, just gotta give it a moment or two, and then we should be loaded in.
Okay.
Celiana's new defenses have arrived safely. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't come to the rescue. You have my thanks. Final preparations are underway on the Dragon Razor. We'll need that completed if we hope to drive back Velkhana. There have already been sightings just outside Celiana's gates. We don't have much time.
Listen to me.
Let me make this clear. Our mission now is to drive Velkhana back and protect Celiana. Phase 1 is distract or bind Velkhana to stall for time until that Dragon Razor is finished. The only things protecting the Dragon Razor and Celiana are you hunters and a barricade. See if the barricade isn't breached. Phase 2 begins once the Dragon Razor is complete. We hit Velkhana with it and force it to retreat. Once it's fully built, you'll need to load fuel into the Dragon Razor before it can be fired. Alright, field team, finish any last minute prep, and accept that quest ASAP. As soon as preparations are complete, everyone in Astera, save skeleton crew, will be shipping out to Celiana. Stake couldn't be much higher. Let's make this mission a success.
Preparations are complete, and the burner in my heart's cooking at full blast. Let's keep Celiana safe, Pard.
Yeah, so we don't have another subspecies to go after, so it might be after it that we'll have one to go for. But we'll have a rematch with Velkhana. And this time, we shouldn't have the handler messing things up for us. But before that, we have to bring the episode to a close and this week to a finish. So, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter World Iceborne Community Edition. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. And until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.